All right, here with Dave Habat, newest member of the Cliff King Wrestling Club. You've been here just a few weeks now. How are you adjusting to Ann Arbor?
Oh, I mean, I love Ann Arbor. I grew up in Cleveland, so it's a little bit bigger than Ann Arbor, I think. And then I went to Edinboro for college, and it's much different than Ann Arbor. It's much smaller, slow pace, no traffic. Um, but the cool thing is the wrestling room. It's pretty similar. I'm doing what I love, and but even that is it's taken adjusting because I'm doing freestyle and wrestling with new guys, and it's a different training system. So it's a learning experience, but I love it.
How do you feel like you've been welcomed by the other club guys?
It's been awesome. Everyone's real friendly. Colin's been helping me out a lot, and they're all more than willing to help me on what I need for technical wrestling, getting me ready for the worlds. The coaches have been awesome. I mean, everyone's helped me individually, like at a certain point, So I'm getting a lot of attention, which helps me. So everyone's been awesome.
When you look at your college career, it seemed like we saw a lot of you as Michigan fans, because it seemed like you and Grajales were wrestling each other multiple times every year, but it seemed like you got better and better and better over the course of your career from year to year. Where do you think some of those improvements come from? Where do you think you made some big strides throughout your college career?
Um, you know, Honestly, the first thing I'd say is I have a passion for wrestling. That's why I'm still doing it, and I love it. I still think I'm improving dramatically, and that's why I want to keep competing. Um, so I think I still have many years to actually reach my potential, and I think I can be the best in the world. So most of it's been passion and working hard, getting older, but I can't pinpoint any specific areas. But one thing, the biggest thing I did with my junior and especially my senior year is I really did things off the mat a lot better. The biggest thing I'd say it did for me was consistency. I ate consistent, and I did everything consistent, so I felt consistent, and I wrestled consistent.
Yeah.
Or I would say in my earlier years, I was always a great wrestler. I wasn't inconsistent in a sense of losing too much to losses that I shouldn't have, but I'd beat a really good guy and then maybe not the next time. So the consistency came when I was feeling great every time and just preparing myself.
How do you think your style? What is your style, first of all? If you had to pinpoint something.
My style, I'd like to say first I'm technical.
Yeah.
I'd say that I don't try to rely on strength or any kind of physical gifts. So I would say technical. I break down every move. I think I can teach them really well, which I think I can make a great coach later in life. And then I think if you ask another person, I'd probably, if I had to go to the secondary, it'd be funky, I guess. But even the funk, it's not like I'm winging it out there a little bit, but I know what I'm doing. So I'm not just wrestling wild. I can teach everything that I do. So I would say it's very technical.
So do you think that'll translate well to freestyle?
I absolutely do. Again, with the passion, I have the passion for the sport, and for me, it's really exciting because I get to continue doing wrestling, but it's also I don't want to call it a new sport, but it's different. So it's like I've been doing folk style my whole life, and now I get to change it up a little bit. I think there's adjustments that I gotta make. With some of the style, you can't funk roll as much and stuff, but I think it'll do well, and we're making adjustments here. And like I was saying before, with the physical capabilities, we're working on all that, like getting me stronger and more flexible and stuff. And I think a lot of it it does really well. If you watch, there is a lot of scrambling in the international wrestling, and so a lot of it will do well, but there's adjustments I got to make, to make it work.
And do you feel like, having been in the room for a few weeks now, do you feel like you're already starting to make gains?
Yeah, I'm making huge gains actually. I feel it every single day, and even the coaches have noticed it physically with my body and my wrestling. I even as far as results go, because in practice you keep scoring stuff. I'm making little improvements there. I mean, it's tough when you're going against with Jimmy and Callan and Logan Mass and stuff. And I mean, everybody I've wrestled is really good. So I've tried not to focus too much on the result, but how am I doing better? So they're actually huge gains, but they don't seem as big because of the guys that I'm wrestling. But I feel it every single day.
Is that invigorating too? When obviously you've you see progress over the course of your whole career and of course over your college career, but to get in and do something new and wrestle with different guys, is that kind of light a fire under you a little bit?
Yeah, it is because I had a good college career. I just finished second in the country, but I'm not at the top anymore, and I have to, just like when I got into high school and just when I got into college, I have to start from the bottom pretty much and work my way up. And it gives you life goals and it gives you challenges. And I think if whatever I do in life later on, I'll be prepared for it because I'm used to working hard and trying to reach my goals rather than I'm already good enough to do it. It's like, I think it gets me in this room every day and makes me want to work hard. And I love the challenge.
We've got our golf outing this weekend. Are you a big golfer?
No.
Are you going to try to play golf this weekend?
One time, I went golfing with my brother and my dad. They're both good. My brother's exceptional, and I pulled the golf. I was like 6 years old. I pulled the golf club on them, and they didn't take me anymore. But it was more of a threat than a real attack. But I just can't do it. But it's something that I could see myself. I'm open-minded. It's something I could see myself doing. I mean, maybe I might start liking it soon, but eventually I think I could like it. It takes patience and a lot of skill. It's a very skilled sport, and I'm not good at it, and I'm very competitive. So, I just have to practice more. So.
All right, Dave. Thanks.
Yeah.